everybody, Robin here, and I'm coming to you from a random location. Actually coming to you from my living room with the iPad. I thought that I would actually answer a couple of the questions that you all sent to me, and also just have a couple more random things about me. I had kind of a crazy day at work, and this was kind of relaxing last night. So, I guess first off, I will answer the questions. So I actually have my YouTube up here. Okay, so Dina asked if my father was in the military, and yes, if you didn't see my answer, he was in the Marine Corps. And she also asked if he, excuse me, retired from the military, and he did. He actually was in it during Vietnam and got out, went to college, met my mom. When they decided they wanted to start a family, he was having kind of a hard time finding a normal 9-to-5er, so he was doing freelance journalism in the San Diego area, and my mom did have a job, but was working for a shady land developer, and she wanted to get out of it. So he went back in the military, so he knew that he would have a stable income and stable life. My dad's father was also in the military, so my dad was very familiar with what military life is like for families. My grandfather was in the Army Air Corps, which turned into the Air Force. So he went back in, and shortly after was sent to officer training school because he had his bachelor's degree, and I was literally conceived like 3 days into them being at OCS. So yeah, I literally spent my whole childhood in and around the military. He retired right before I started my senior year of high school. So yep, he was a lifer. Definitely a lifer. And, I will let him know that you say thank you as well. Okay, and then Super Lady Sheba asked, who is your favorite tennis player? I don't really keep up with the current tennis players. I mean, I know who Venus and Serena are, and, I know who some Andy Roddick, some of the bigger names like that, but I don't follow it the way I used to. My era, and basically the era of people that I fell in love with, I remember watching Billie Jean King play, and she was a huge inspiration. And then like Martina Navratilova, I mean, just the power that she had was insane. And yeah, so I remember them, but the person that really made me fall in love with tennis, well, I mean, I already loved it, but like Andre Agassi, he was the bad boy of tennis. He had the rockin' like mullet going on, and he was cute, and he played well, but he was also fun. He kind of brought the fun into the sport. So I really liked Andre Agassi. And about that same time, I was really looking up to Jennifer Capriati. She was doing really well in the tennis circuit. She was playing really well. Of course, Steffi Graf was in there at the same time, but I was closer in age to Jennifer Capriati, so I really looked up to her, and she got injured and kind of fell out of the limelight for a while, and then come to find out she was like all addicted to drugs and stuff, which was so sad. She was such an amazing player. I remember she had this two-handed backhand that was just sick, and I actually modeled my backhand after her because she had that two-handed backhand, and yeah, once you get it under control, you just blast people with it, and it's the best thing ever. Okay, so those are my favorite tennis players. I mean, I also liked Pete Sampras, so I'm kind of old school with my tennis. Okay, do you know how to surf, and what is it like? Yes, I do know how to surf. It's been a while, but the saying about, it's like riding a bicycle. And it is, because it had actually been several years between when I initially surfed and when I started doing it again in high school. Um, the best way I can describe surfing is, it's that one point in time where you feel like you are most connected to Mother Nature. You're basically giving up, your body, and becoming one with this water, with this wave. And it's probably one of the most spiritual things I've ever done in my life. There are people that surf for different reasons. You have the soul surfers, you have the people that, that just go out and do it because they enjoy it. You have the people that are going out and doing it trying to make money. You have the people that work really hard at it, and then you have some of the people that could look at a wave and just ride it like that. So it's different for everybody, but I think a lot of it has to do with your reason as to why it is you're going out and doing what you're doing. My parents made sure that I knew as much about the ocean before they even let me swim in it, let alone surf. I had to learn about undertow and the tides and, how the weather affected everything. So, I had the knowledge base going in, but once you get in that perfect curl and the water's completely surrounding you, it's like you're in a tube. And all you can hear is the whooshing and the like the foam noise. It's kind of like almost like airplane jets, or airplane engines starting up. But you're in this zone where it's like you can almost tune everything out. You kind of block your ears off and you still hear it, but it's almost like your ears are plugged and you're hearing it. Because it's what I would imagine floating in space is kind of like. You're there and you're weightless and you have some control, you do because of the way you place your feet. But ultimately, you are giving all your control up to that wave. And whatever that wave decides to do, you either have to react to it and be able to work with it, or you're going under. So it's a thing of power, it's a thing of beauty, and it's just this enlightening experience that I enjoy every single time I do it, whether it's traditional surfing, boogie boarding, body surfing, whatever. It's just knowing that you are becoming one with the greater picture. I don't know if that made sense. But yeah, I'm a true water baby, so anything to do with the water, I want to be a part of it. Yeah, so I hope that answered the question. Okay, so just a couple other random things about me since I'm getting close to the 10-minute mark here. One of the YouTubers that I talk with occasionally on my channel she's also in the Nail Polish Lottery Club, is my former roommate. She and I were roommates for 2 years, and her name on here is Raven Diva. Her birth name is Tyra, and I will link her down below once I get to the computer. But she and I went through a whole lot together. We went on vacation together. We went on a 2-week vacation to the Caribbean, and then we spent like an extra week in New York together. So yeah, we had a lot of really good times, a lot of crazy times, a lot of sad times, but she's the best roommate I ever had, and I would, I'm so glad to still call her a friend, and I'm hoping to go to Chicago and visit her sometime. She knows my parents, she knows the cats, she became a part of the family, and yeah, I miss her all the time. I miss, like, going out and doing stuff with her, and I remember her 30th birthday party was a luau theme, and I actually made my version of Kahlua Pig. I kind of made Kahlua Pig in the crock pot, and my dad barbecued Hawaiian chicken, and had a big cake for her with, like, a whole beach scene and stuff on it. So yeah, it was really cool and it was really fun. And so I will link her down below because you need to check her out. She not only does nail polish and stuff like that, but she is also preparing herself to participate in a 5K. She's doing one of those, oh, sorry, my butt is killing me. She's doing one of those, like, mutter obstacle course type of things, and so she wants to actually be able to, like, run and participate in the different obstacles and stuff like that, not just kind of walk her way through it. So she's going through the conditioning training and everything, and she's also been on a journey for the last year and a half of losing weight and becoming healthier, because, for health reasons, essentially. And she looks fantastic. She's so funny. I think you'll love her. And she does some really cool nail art. And she's very open, very honest, very opinionated, and she just lets it all go. And we're kind of alike in that way. We sometimes don't have the filter up here between here and here. So, yeah, I will link her down below. Tyra, check her out. Love that girl to death. And very, very blessed that she's been a part of my life. And I think the cats would say the same. They especially loved camping out on her bed. Alright, so if you have any other questions, leave them down below. Yeah, so I guess Tyra and I being roommates and going to the Caribbean and everything is my random fact for the day. Maybe I should make that a series. Random fact for the day. There'll be a quiz on Friday. Just kidding. Alright, thank you for watching if you actually sat through all this, and I will see you soon. Bye.